Okay, hello everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to the big live stream number 10 of my Suzerain campaign, uh, where we're going centrist, reformist, Democrat, but a lot of other, a lot of decisions, a lot of tricky stuff along the way. So we have reached chapter 2. We got the economy up and running a little bit. And by up and running, I mean we're at 3 on the bar instead of 2. We have no personal wealth whatsoever because it's either invested or... Actually, it's all invested. We invested in our driver's education, our driver's daughter's education, anyway. And we are -4 in debt in terms of the budget, which would be a problem, except I learned economics in 2020, as did a lot of the world. And we all know that debt is imaginary, and we just got to rev up that money printer, and there's going to be no issues whatsoever. Should be kind of getting a little bit of a different audience at this time of day than usual. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. What's happening in Dire? The BFF has bombed a police station. Has this actually been confirmed? Because this should be a bigger deal if this is their first confirmed terror attack in like 4 years. The border guard has been notified of the attackers in case they try to flee through Velin. The Workers' Party condemned the incident. That seems like a bigger deal. That should have been something bigger than a little newspaper ad, if that is in fact true. I'm just saying, because every other thing that's allegedly been the BFF, it's always like the police have no evidence or whatever. So I'm like kind of skeptical about it. I think there's some false flag bullshit going on. Okay, what's happening at Benfey? The mayor of Benfey wants an international airport in the city. He claims it would increase the overall prosperity of Swordland. Boy, I'll tell you, you know what I'd love in El Paso? An actual airport that goes anywhere besides Dallas and Denver. It's the worst fucking place. Okay, here we go. So let's jump in to the briefing on the L1 railway construction issues. Well, things have been going good so far. The L1 railway construction created the perfect opportunity to visit the Green Technology Nerve Center of Swordland. Dozens of electrical engineers from the city were part of the electrification upgrade of the rail track. Hold on. Okay. The main purpose of our visit was to solve construction issues that began to endanger the deadline. The Gelsword Research Council was very willing to let us use their facilities because the rectors were pleased by the increase of the education funding. Simon looked a little more stressed than usual. Gus was also here to find solutions. He eyed me for a while. Taurus Holding has reached out to us and requested more funds. As per the report they have sent to finish the railway on time, they released more capital is necessary. They realized more capital is necessary due to the new labor laws. We scheduled the construction to finish sooner, but Taurus Holding might miss that target with the current trajectory. I don't even remember what Gus had. Gus has a very plain face. I think it's because his coat matches his face, matches his eyes, matches his hair, matches his tie, matches his vest. Well, I got some hot tea here. So, it is unfortunate, but construction can be disrupted when it costs changes dramatically. I knew that something was wrong when they offered the contract for cheaper. Underhall wouldn't have had this problem due to their wealth of experience. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and say bullshit, incidentally, because as we already established, like, of course every single one of them was going to... I remember I went on this huge rant about it when we were picking which company to build the railway with, how freaking... Like, it didn't really matter Like, they're all gonna say, "Oh, totally, totally, I'm actually gonna be able to finish it in this budget in this time." Like, who's gonna lie and say they can't do it? Then they all were gonna fucking lie later. I don't know that for sure in the game, but I'm positive that that's the case. If this causes a delay, it would also cause us to lose face in front of the eyes of the public. Sinking more money into Taurus isn't ideal either. Why do they even need the extra money? They need it for unexpected expenses that came from the new workers' rights bill. A couple shipment companies they had to contract with also increased costs on the necessary materials. Realities of running a business is to be... You know what? He's a farmer. What's she sound like? Realities of running a business is to be able to change, to adapt to changing circumstances. The most important thing here is to finish the project on time. One thing's for certain. Our administration must avoid working with Taurus in the future and opt for safe choices like underhaul. Which is the okay, the SSC, that's the privatized company, right? Yeah, the Swordfish State Corporation. So I know we're going I remember that we're going to be going free market, but I kind of want to ask. I kind of want to say the SCSC could be a partner just to kind of smack him back with something. Because right now he keeps pushing underhaul, and it's like, it's my understanding that like the SSC also has a lot of experience. So, and because of after that shit that Tusk has tried to pull, I'm starting to wonder if Gus Manger here has been bribed. So we got Sangen saying I need to finish this as fast as possible. Walter says I should extend the time to finish the project. It requires extra funding, which could be spent on other things. So I'm going to hit him with the SSC. Could be a partner. Not because I actually want it to be, but just to say, yo, what's your problem? Not the fossil of company. If anybody will have timeline issues, it's them. The question is, are we going to give Taurus the funds they requested? What is your decision, Mr. President? What do we want to do here? Terrence Q says, I'm guessing Gus bought a bunch of shares in Underhaul hoping to cash in on insider trading. Some of that happened here in the United States last year. Everybody knows about it, but I guess nobody really cared. It's kind of one of those flash in the pan stories. You guys aren't hearing the music? Is anybody not hearing the music besides, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, there's the problem. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had the desktop audio muted from this morning. The music should be on now. Yeah, we're gonna let it go. You know, I'm too triggered by the way construction companies work around El Paso. You know, they can go fuck themselves, quite frankly. So, yeah, we don't have the money to spare, which we don't. This will most likely cause a delay, but Taurus Holding will be informed immediately. Yeah, El Paso is such a bitch for the construction companies. There was this incident a couple of years ago where, shit, I don't remember the name of the company off the top of my head, but they got the contract for doing a section of the highway here in El Paso. So they went out there. It was some of the fastest movement you've ever seen in a construction company. They ripped up the side barriers, they tore up a bunch of stuff into dirt, and then they pulled over some concrete barriers, making the highway shorter. And then they stopped working on it, and they went back to they basically held the space hostage and went back to the city and said, hey, we want more money or we're going to stop working on this and leave the highway like that. And then the city folded like a bitch. Alright, anyway. Regardless, the decision is made. If you veto the bill, the extra money for tourists isn't needed, I don't think. I don't know. Well, we did. Are you talking about the workers' rights bill? No, we signed that. Yeah, I was good. I wanted to get that man of the people achievement. Okay. Regardless, the decision is made. Well then, thank you for coming. That is all on this matter. Thank you, everyone. Wow, a short meeting for once. Isn't that nice? Okay, journal. We rejected the additional funding requested from Taurus Holding. Yeah, just finish the shit. Excuse me. Plus, it'll send a message to future construction companies that we work with. Discussion of changes to the tax system. We were at the top floor of the Business Council building, which had a great view of the beautiful Lockavin. I looked outside from the tall glass windows. The Marquian Sea stretched as far as the eye could see, and it was dotted with many ships towards the horizon. They were mostly cargo ships carrying precious goods in and out of Swordland. Tracing back the paths of the ships, I looked at the harbor. Lockavin was home to one of the largest harbors in the entire continent. Many dockyard workers were loading or unloading the containers. Work never stopped here. The door opened. Simon, Mikhail, and Edith entered the meeting room. Simon Hall. Mr. President? What voice did we go with, Edith? Yeah, I remember. Hold on. Let me make a note of it, though. Okay, gotta keep that one centered with a lot of white space so that we remember. Oh, that's some nice tea. So, by the way, so one of the things that I had to do to the day, the reason why I had to kind of get going in a hurry, this is a sidebar from the game. I finally got my vaccine against the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Got my first one this morning, so that's why I had to rush out, because my appointment time was coming up, and I got there early. I got there with plenty of time, but I wanted to be really safe and not be late. So anyway, Mr. President, so nice to see you again. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Let's see here. So this should be a nice meeting, because Tusk's not here this time. Good afternoon. Simon put down his bag on the table and started collecting his documents while the others slowly took their seats. Mr. President, before we start, I'd like to mention some rumors that I heard. Workers' Rights Act did not sit well with many business holders, especially the first section about the minimum wages. I heard the same. This has caused these businesses to lose millions of rents just overnight. Unfortunate, really, especially during a recession. I don't care about rumors. If someone wants to say something, they can say it to me directly. Neither of them responded. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Simon waited patient. It's like fucking sports reporters, you know, after a game they're going, people have been saying you don't have it anymore. I just wait for them to just go, what fucking people? Who's been saying this? It's like, what invisible person did you make up so you could ask me a weird question or try to get me to say something? Let's see, once everyone was ready, he adjusted his glasses. First of all, I would like to thank everyone here for their work on our tax system reform. We all know how complicated our current system is, and this work wouldn't be possible without you. Hold on a second. The central bank. Okay. I was confused for a second. Yeah. No, both of these people work for the government. He's co-chairman of the business council. She is the chairwoman of the bank. Okay. Because for a second I thought, why are we talking about the tax system with private citizens in a private meeting? But no. They're government employees too. We all know how complicated our current system is, and this work would not be possible without you. Turn to me. The ultimate goal here is to end our recession. Before we move ahead and start formulating a plan, we need you to determine our direction, Mr. President. We have a few possibilities as a result of the work we have done so far. We can increase, maintain, or decrease the taxes for large corporations. I believe some of us in the room have a few strong opinions about this. In parallel, we can increase, maintain, or decrease the taxes for small and medium businesses. Let's start with the large corporations and we'll move on to small businesses. Okay, so what if we increase? What if we decrease? Is there downsides to keeping things the way they are? What does everyone think we should do? Alright, so I'm seeing people say lower the taxes. I'm seeing people say raise the taxes. I'm going to ask, in a true centrist faction, what if we just keep the things the way they are? I am of the opinion that if we don't make any changes, nothing will change. To stop the recession, we need to do something. I think so too. Agreed. Well, how about we go around the table? Let's hear the arguments. I don't think we can do anything at this point. Didn't you just say we had to change things? Anyway, although I would have preferred a decrease in taxes, it doesn't seem to be possible. Our international trade is driven mostly by the products of these corporations. They are the backbone of our economy. Exactly. An increase should be out of the question. These companies are the backbone of our economy and the way out of the recession. Okay, what happens if we increase the taxes? It's not an option at this point. Our economy is in shambles. Taking what remains from the businesses will destroy the economy further. What's this? We can balance it by decreasing taxes of small businesses to put relief on them. Oh, now things get interesting. Let me think here. Cyril, this is why Archer hates you. Ah! Sorry. That was a coaster of mine. Stumping. What if I say we could balance it by decreasing taxes of small businesses? I see. I'm not sure if that's a good idea with the current state of our economy. I do believe that there is one way to get out of the recession. It is through the trade and economic contribution of large corporations. Increasing their taxes will turn them on you. I'll go a step further. Increasing their taxes will have disastrous results and make you an enemy of them. Trust me, Mr. President, no one wants to make an enemy of them. What are you implying? What are you implying, Mikhail? They're gonna get me killed? Is that what you're implying? Is that what the fuck you're saying? Let's see here. It goes both ways, Mr. Avon. How about that? Of course. What if we decrease the taxes? It's not an option at this point. Our state is broke. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Simon, didn't you just say... Hold on. Man, fuck you, Simon. Look at what he's saying. What does everyone think we should... Okay, he says... This is what Simon has been saying. I am of the opinion if we don't make changes, nothing will change. So what should we do? I don't think we can do anything. And I would have preferred a decrease. Then I say, what if we increase the taxes? Well, that's not an option. Well, what if we just decrease taxes on small businesses? Oh, that's not a good idea. Well then, what if we decrease the taxes? Not an option. Even though we wanted to! Fuck you, Simon! Fuck you, Cyril! What the fuck? in a choice between increasing taxes, decreasing taxes, or keeping things the same, he's somehow managed to take 5 positions or some shit. Holy crap. You know, I was kind of warming up a little bit to Simon over the course of this game, but oh no, he's in the shitter with me now. Unacceptable. If it's a good idea, then why did he say it's not an option? Jesus, we're barely functioning with the help of the taxes. Hold on, I need to pull up a sound bite. Give me a second here. Yeah, I remember Tusk wanted me to lower taxes. That's why I kind of want to raise them, just because fuck Tusk. Give me a second here. Let's see here. Where's the friggin' Cyril? Where's the thing? I'm trying to... No, that's not it. I'm trying to find something for him. I'm trying to find some sort of clip where Archer's chewing out a Cyril or something. Whatever. I just want to see what he's going to say. What if we increase the taxes on small businesses? I see. I'm not sure that's a good idea in the current state of the economy. So you're just here to contribute nothing, Simon. Good. We have that verified. I think this is a great idea. Me too. You can have them on your good side on top of solving the recession crisis, Mr. President. Increase the taxes on small businesses and also lower the taxes on big businesses. What the F? Archer tries to kill Cyril 11-5. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah. So this is just me and Cyril next time we're having a cabinet meeting.
Cyril! Archer! What are you doing here after normal business hours?
I'm here during showdown hour.
Look, is this an honor thing? I'll just say you have more honor.
No, I need to defeat you in battle to prove I'm the world's best spy, so Alistair will try and kill me.
Aha! So your valet is trying to kill you.
Well, right now, he's trying to kill you.
What?
But after I shoot you, he'll try to kill me. Keep up.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I need to catch up on Archer. I'm a couple of episodes back. Yeah, Gluzman, you told me that last stream. Alright. They better try and stay on my good side. Alright, I'm going to make a decision. Very well. We can increase the taxes for large corporations and balance it with a decrease for small businesses. We can maintain the taxes for large corporations, or we can decrease the taxes for large corporations and balance the budget with an increase for smaller businesses. I'll tell you what we're going to do right here. We're going to creative nickname, you read my mind. We're going to increase the taxes on large corporations because Tusk needs to go fuck himself. And to really jam it in him, we're going to balance it with a decrease for small businesses. So if Tusk has a problem with it, I'm going to say just make your business smaller, bro. If you're that concerned about the taxes, just have a smaller business, right? Because I guess it's crippling you. So just have a smaller business. Bitch. So boom, baby. We're going to get more government. You're making a mistake. This is going to have outrageous effects down the road. Enough. The president has made his choice. Well then, I have taken note of our action and I will put it to implementation as soon as possible. We will be giving people some relief by enacting tax breaks for small and medium businesses, and there will be an increase for large corporation taxes, which help us sustain our balance. Yeah, we have Nia, the gun of justice, to deal with Tusk. Awake! Nia, justice gun morphing! If you went planned economy, you could get rid of Tusk. Well, we did free trade. Yeah, right. Like, Mr. President, how do you feel about businesses moving overseas because they're not happy with the large taxes you've placed on their corporations? And then I'm just gonna just like throw a middle finger up and say, ask Tusk how I feel about that. Let's see. I just start becoming like I never explain why I hate Tusk, because the reason would be that he tried to bribe me. I like never explain it, but I'm just always ragging on him in the media. As I could be doing a press conference on something else entirely. And so that's our plan for the railway. We're going to expand it over to Lockerbin. It's going to be great for the economy. And then I just look at the camera and I go, oh, hey, and Tusk, tell your mama to quit calling me. just keep going. Let's see. We'll be giving people some relief by enacting tax breaks for an increase in sustain our balance. Simon organized the stack of papers he had in front and placed them back into his briefcase. Well then, thank you everyone. That will be all for today. All right. Thanks, Simon. They left the meeting room. I decided to stay a little bit longer. Let's see here. Yeah, like I just start ending my, because you know how there's the, furthermore Carthage should be destroyed at the end of every speech, but I just start doing that, but at the end of every speech I gotta slam Tusk. And that is my position on healthcare. Speaking of healthcare, how do you get Tusk to lose weight? You pay the ice cream man to keep on driving. All right, have a great day, everybody. Goodbye. Trickle up economics. Cut taxes on the poor and middle income. Their wealth will trickle up to the rich. Imagine increasing big corp's taxes just to own Tusk. This is the world's version of this world's version of Imagine dying to own the libs. Alright. In fact, somebody remind me, at the end of each one of these sections, we're going to now have a section where I slam Tusk, okay? They left the meeting room. I decided to stay a bit longer. I went by the windows again and kept watching the sea in silence for some more time. Alright. Ooh, lot of news. Tax cuts for small and medium corporations. Tax cut of 10%. He's approved the tax reform. Changes are expected to come into effect immediately. And look, we're only -3 in debt now. Young Swords deny allegations to the terrorist attacks. The murderer was just a lost patriot who probably worked alone. The vice president said he... What? Peter, what are you doing? Oh, no, this is the vice president of the Young Swords. Never mind. Torrin Hill School wins award. Surpassed all others in student performance, discipline, facilities, hygiene, and staff happiness. Award was given to the principal. Education experts believe the principal and head teachers excelled in taking responsibility for their duties, which led to better performance in many aspects. Upon closer inspection, the Lockerbin Times editorial team found out how much delegation occurred in the staff that even included delinquent teenagers to improve and maintain the operations of the school. Red Youth calls for peace. He denied terrorist allegations, saying the Red Youth have no connections to the violence. Well, like, the Red Youth... I don't know. Anyway. Economists. Large corporation taxes... Hey, guys, remember we invited the Red Youth into that funeral and we thought that was going to be some big thing? Clearly nothing happened. According to the information we received, the administration has decided to increase the taxes of large corporations by 10%. Okay, yeah, so this is one of the owned papers, so this should be interesting. This is part of the tax reforms to stop the recession. We have shown our analysis of the current economic situation many times, and the result is clear. Large corporations bring in more money into Sordland, and they are the reason the recession is not worse than it already is. This move serves only to weaken the backbone of our economy. We cannot help but question President Rain's real intentions with this decision. What does that mean? Geopolitics. Geopolitico, Smolak threatens new targeted military incursions targeting BFF. Excuse me? Are you implying... Northwest? Is he implying he's gonna invade me? Operations fraud despite some... Great, so we now have to worry about this asshole. We have to worry about this guy attacking us from Welland, as well as Rumberg. That's just amazing, isn't it? Okay, so we finished that section. Let's now talk about... let's make fun of Tusk. Okay, guys. Alright, let me think here. Yo, Tusk is so fat that when he went to the dry cleaners, the lady behind the counter said, "We're sorry, but we don't do curtains." Alright, let's move on. Ooh, we have something here. Visit an inspection of schools in Laren. Alright. Okay. Smolask is basically sending death squads into Bergia to kill minorities. Great. So we're gonna end up in a two-front war or something. So we're visiting a middle school out here. Prestigious, flanked by two hills, each beautifully dotted with shrubs and flowers. Lucien, Chiara, and I got out of our car. Wait, hold on. What's this? Oh, this is the economy. Due to our tax increase, major corporations are downsizing, leaving a large number of citizens unemployed. However, small businesses are opening and growing, providing jobs. Okay. So I guess it kind of balanced out because the economic development hasn't gone up or down. He wants to kill the BFF in Welland. Well, guess what? Oh, in Welland. No, but wasn't it saying he was wanting to go into Bergia, which is our land? Anyway, okay. Our presence had not gone unnoticed. Apart from our guards, there were at least 10 reporters following us around. That must be the principal. Right this way, sir. The principal was a man of short stature with a bushy mustache and a pair of glasses. He approached us quickly, but was stopped by the security guards. They started patting him down and searching him. I get the fan on, guys. Wait for them to finish. Mr. President, such an honor to meet you. Wow, that is one hell of a... No codex entry. That's one hell of a chin strap he's got going on there. If he keeps working on that, he might be able to look like, who was Abraham Lincoln's war secretary. Hold on, I need to look this up. I should know that. Yeah, he's trying to go for a Lincoln, but he's not quite there yet. Stanton, that's it. Edmund Stanton. Yeah, if he just brings that down, he could pull that off. Anyway. Oh, let me close that. But yeah, I could see it though with the hat, the Lincoln there. Shake his hand and smile for the cameras. Welcome to our humble school. Sorry about the security guards, it's a necessity, standard procedure. Excellent. You must be Mr. Gallant. It's a pleasure to meet you. And Miss Valda. So good of you to come all the way out here. Thank you. At the entrance, the school's motto was inscribed on the wall in giant letters. Instrentensis agnicar ave gerigna, int ola almerg voltene, int ola mexius. Hey there, Tam. Good to see you. Education is the premise of progress in all societies, in all families. A little bit wordy. We walked through the gates. There were many students lined up in front of the stairs to the main building. The school band started playing as we entered. All of the students immediately snapped to attention and turned to me. Looks more like a military institution than a school. Exactly. That's what we pride ourselves on. Discipline has the utmost importance in our school. We need more educated people, not soldiers. On that, we're aligned. I can assure you that our students are very well educated. In fact, our school is one of the top 10 middle schools in all of Swortland. Now we will watch the students take their daily student oath. A boy and a girl went up to the stage and grabbed their microphones. The students turned to them. I am a sword. My strength lies in my blood. I will respect our honorable elders. I will protect the young. My life belongs to Swordland now, and it will belong to it forever. Ooh, that's a bit much. I will always follow the guiding light of Colonel Sol and the great swords. A Morgana Vescor, Vecturn Sis Da. My strength lies in my blood wasn't a bit much. You're right. Clap loudly. Okay, that would just be awkward. The president just, yay! He said the thing. Or she said the thing. They said the thing. Do nothing? What the fuck? Yeah. Why is the Colonel's sword thing still in there? He's been gone for years at this point. These kids are putting too much effort into it for real kids. Well, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the United States, you can get kids to recite that kind of stuff all the time. It's pretty easy. Let's see. I almost forgot the words. Which proves the uselessness of this oath. No one even remembers it after they graduate. If you wish to follow me, we will take a look at one of our classrooms. Through the hallways, we made our way to classroom 7A. Let's see. Well, what do you mean no reform? But like Alfonso was president for a few years before us. I'm just saying, you think at some point somebody would have said, maybe we don't need to still be swearing allegiance to someone who's retired. Okay. Through the... Well, then again, he's technically not retired now that I think about it. He is a member of honor, although he doesn't really, he doesn't show up to the assembly meetings. Alright. Through the hallways, we made our way to classroom 7A. As soon as I entered, the whole classroom rose up and snapped to attention. Oh, hell no, we're not gonna say, at ease. Sit down, please. The students sat down. The same boy and girl walked up to us. Yeah, they definitely prepped these kids. These are our top students in our top class. This here is my son. There you go. Could somebody catch Charlie up, please? Also, excuse me for sneezing. The boy came before me and saluted me like a military officer. Tell Mr. President what you want to be. Mr. President, I want to be a general, sir. I am ready to sacrifice myself for my country and you, sir. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. This is nonsense. I definitely want to say that. But I kind of also don't want to make a scene right now. I'm just sort of... I want to have a stern talking to this principal. But, No, this is too much. This is too much. What the heck? This is like... Let me go back up. How do I... Hold on, we're gonna go back up. Let me read the introduction to this crap again. Okay, apparently we can only go so far back. All right, yeah, I'm gonna start chewing this guy out. This is nonsense. What are you teaching these? Then again, do I really want to chew a father out in front of his son? Oh my god. This is... You know what? I'm not gonna do it in front of... Okay, this is his son. I'm gonna be way too nice, and I'm not gonna start chewing out dad in front of the kid. So for right now, like obviously, you know, he's a little kid. He's just parroting whatever is told to him. We're gonna say I will do whatever I can to not let that happen. For the sake of the boy. But... Thank you, sir! The president squeezed his son's shoulders, and the boy looked up and smiled to his father. He patted him on the back and sent him off to his seat. The cameras flashed. This is simply ridiculous! You're raising soldiers here, not students! I am so sorry. I will immediately perform disciplinary actions. You're the one doing it! It's your son! How about you, young lady? What do you think about this? She is our top student in this school. Her excellent grades are to... I didn't ask you. She bent down and gently addressed the young student. What do you think about your school? Just between us girls. I'm sick of having to knit and sew while the boys learn science and chemistry. I'm smarter than all of them. Why do I have to take these stupid handcraft classes? Shh! Do you know who you're talking to? Shut up, let her speak. Kiara's presence had emboldened the girl. She went on. My math and reading scores are the best in the school, but they won't let me take the classes I want just because I'm a girl. I want to be a scientist, not some soldier's wife. Is this an elementary or a middle school? I forget. I think it's a middle school. Okay, yeah, middle school, they know the concept of like a wife, whatever. Let's see here. You heard her, Mr. Principal. You will make the necessary changes at once, or we need more people like you in this country. I applaud your determination. Yeah, we're gonna do this because I'm gonna chew them out in private. We don't need to do it in front of all the kids. I'm guessing. We need more than words. We need action. Concrete action. We need to protect girls like this. The cameras flashed once again. I looked around the classroom and saw a large portrait of Colonel Soul. Do we have a picture of Colonel Soul? Oh yeah, it's just been a while since we looked at it. We could take it down. Oh gosh. Now that would make a scene. We're just gonna stay quiet for now. But yeah. You know what? Maybe if we'd already passed the constitutional reforms, I would say take that down. But that is gonna, I have no doubt, that is going to completely turn the conservative branch of the party against me. Don't say anything. Well then, unfortunately, we're almost out of time. We have other meetings to attend to today. Thank you for the warm welcome. Mr. President, Lucien, please go ahead. I would like to speak with this girl alone. Very well. Thank you for visiting our school, sir. Come on, class. 1, 2. All the students in the classroom yelled, but the boy whom I met was the loudest. Ah, Morgna Vescor! Oh my god. You know, this is like the national thing, you know. Vector and Sis Da. Plus, I think we can get achievement if we say this one more time. Let me actually check that. Suzerain achievements. Yeah, I don't know if we said it before to. I don't remember if we said that before to Sergey. I think we did, but let me see here. I think there's an achievement. It's called like catchphrase or something. But if you say it 3 times, you get an achievement. You need to say it 7 times, is what you're saying, creative? Hold on, let me check. Oh my gosh, yeah, you have to say it 7 times to get the achievement. Only 0.1% of people have ever gotten it. It's the 5th least accomplished achievement on the Steam Workshop. There's also 2 that nobody has ever gotten. Nobody has ever gotten authoritarian, and it's blank, so I don't know what that means, like how you get it. And you also get an achievement for surviving 2 assassination attempts. Nobody has done it. Oh goodness gracious. Well, let's not try to get assassinated just so I could, you know, let's not have attempts on our lives to so that we just so we can get that achievement. After another round of photos, we departed. Okay, looks like we got a follow-up here. Briefing on the proposal of education reform. We were still in Laren, staying at... Oh, yeah, wait, yeah. We finished a section, so let me talk some shit about Tusk. Okay, Yo, Tusk is so fat that he wore a yellow raincoat and people yelled, "Tax it!" Alright, anyway. Hey there, Tam. Tam, have you not seen any of the Suzerain streams? Do you not know what's going on here? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm, like, actually asking, because if not, then we can catch you up. But this is basically a political role-playing game. It's really fun, actually. I think I'm going to give this to a friend of mine for his birthday. He'd love this. Alright, Lucian was seated across from me at the table, going through the documents. Chiara entered the room. After the visit yesterday, I couldn't even sleep thinking about that little boy and girl. I have never been more sure of my intentions to reform our education system. Lucian took off his reading glasses and put it on the table. I agree, an educational reform is necessary. So this should be easy decisions to make here. The authoritarian achievement is when you make all the authoritarian decrees in Chapter 3. I don't know, there's a few achievements in the achievement list that they just have a name and they don't give a description, so I guess it's like they're keeping it secret. You know, it's like getting the what do you call it? From freaking Vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 when you can actually unlock Wojtek as a general. J-Dog with the donation and the cute profile picture. Margaret Thatcher confirmed. Oh, of course. You know, she's very progressive and liberal and education minded. She's extremely Margaret Thatcher. Anyway. Exactly. These students have to repeat the same soulless propaganda every day. They're being brainwashed at an age when their minds need to be free. On top of that, young girls are denied the same opportunity as boys. They're forced into the role of housewife before they even reach puberty. Nothing's changed since I went to school. Women like me, Lilius, Nia, even your wife, we had to study twice as hard to receive the same university education that you and Lucian took for granted. Is that the kind of country you want your daughter to grow up in? Yeah, remember, we have our notes. So, like, she's in the room, and so we have 2 Thatchers in the room. There's her, because we have it here in our notes. We jotted it down. The invisible spirit of Thatcher is always with us. Blessed be Thatcher's name. So there's currently 2 Thatchers in the meeting. All right. Very well. What do we need to do for an education reform? We need to keep politics out of the curriculum. Sol should only be viewed as a historical figure. I'm making her sound too old. I know my love. Hold on a sec. Let me listen to some Irish singers. We're gonna get a hit with that copyright, but thanks to the super chat, who cares? Oh, Taco's gonna sing later. What time is it? In 10 minutes. Well, I'm missing that. Oh well, I'll catch the highlights. Let's see here. The chieftains. I know my love. I know my love. Hold on. What's going on, internet? Let's go.
And I know my love by his way of talking, and I know my love.
Okay. We need to We need to keep politics out of the curriculum. Sol should only be viewed as a historical figure. Children shouldn't have to repeat his name every day. This is actively poisoning young bright minds instead of thinking for themselves. They're learning to take things at face value. You got the unthinkable achievement? Nice. How do you get that one, Porky? Isn't that one of the secret achievements? It also doesn't have a descriptor? Okay. That's very impressive, Porky. Only 0.3% of people have that achievement. Some Celtic woman. I like Celtic woman. Used to listen to them quite a lot. Here we go. Let me jump into the middle of one of their songs. Then again, no, that's like ballroom singing, or not ballroom singing, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. We're going to stick with the voice I have. We also need to ensure that boys and girls receive the same education. Handcrafts like knitting and sewing should be taught to both sexes, or not at all. Swordland's youth must be technically skilled and capable for the next decade. That won't be possible with the amount of nationalistic indoctrination and narrow-minded thinking found in schools today. Either we raise a generation ready for the challenges of the future or not. What will it be, Mr. President? Reform the education system. You will not regret it. I will get to work immediately. Now that the decision was made, let's move on. You wish your school had hand knitting classes. I took when I was in high school, I took a it wasn't a mandatory class, but it basically was home economics. Like that, I took one of those classes. Dubliners is your Irish country music. Oh yeah, the Dubliners. It's a secret achievement. You need to have both the USA and Soviet influence below 3 in the view tab, and General Secretary Romanov in power in the USSR. Holy crap! How does that happen? Which Romanov is it? That is unthinkable. Alright, now then. Kiara skimmed over her documents before continuing. After the budget increase, the ministry quickly began formulating plans on how to effectively use the money. Actually, you know, speaking of politics in school, so I have a funny story. So my senior year of high school, we took a government class where we studied the U.S. government, and the thing was, I remember the teacher, the first day of class, he was talking about the things we would be going over that year, and he says, now, we're going to be talking about politics. I know it can get very heated. I know that a lot of you are engaged politically. A lot of you are going to be able to vote this year, because we were seniors, you know. A lot of you are going to be able to vote for the first time, but we're going to try to approach this in an academic, professional way. And so what I'm going to do is every class, we're going to make fun of both parties at the start. And so so he would start every class, he'd take attendance, and then he'd pull out a piece of paper, and he's like, I just print these out online. And so he would tell 3 jokes making fun of the Republican Party, and then 3 jokes making fun of the Democratic Party, to kind of loosen up the class, and then get the thing started. But you know what was so funny it's like it was almost like a psychological experiment in a way. Like maybe somebody should do studies on this kind of things where it's like people still believed what they wanted to believe. So like if people were conservative, they would always say, "Oh well, I know that he's secretly a Republican because only his Democratic jokes are actually funny." And then people who were liberally minded would say like, "Oh yeah, he's definitely a Democrat though, because like only the Republican jokes are funny." So it's like, you know, they wouldn't find jokes that made fun of the party. They preferred to be funny at all. So that's kind of I thought that was like really interesting how like people would just project their beliefs on him, especially when he was trying so hard to not, you know, get into that. Anyway, your geology teacher was a nationalist. How the hell does that come up in geology class? Let's see. After the budget increase, the ministry began formulating plans. But before moving forward, the question of keeping education fully state-funded or allowing for new private schools remains open. Tell us about the benefits of allowing private schools. I've made my opinion clear. I'm against it, but it would give us additional funds for education while increasing competition. It would support our overall economic message or strategy of promoting a market economy. A few minutes of deliberation passed. We have enough money to improve education in Swordland. We do not need to complicate things further with a privatization incentive. Look, the question we have to ask ourselves is what does Tusk want? And then we'll do the opposite. Because let me tell you something about Tusk. Let me tell you something about Let's be real, guys, about Tusk for a second. Tusk is so fat that when he steps on the scale, it says to be continued. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm saying he's fat. And so, anyway. We have enough money to improve education. Oh, yeah, privatization says. So what's your decision? You know what? I'm gonna let y'all vote on this one. Y'all haven't voted in a little bit. Man, these jokes really are not landing, I guess. I really liked that scale one. I thought that was smart. Okay, anyway, school decision. Cause she didn't make a pitch. I don't know. Let's see here. Privatize. Okay, hold on. Initiate privatization. Oops. Ah! Oh my god, I accidentally copy-pasted something. Hold on. Let's see here. You know, there's a variation that, let's see, educate via state only. All right. Okay. There's a variation on that joke that was also used to be pretty common when I was younger, where it would say, you know, Tusk is so fat he steps on the scale and it says one at a time, please. So go ahead and vote, people. Vote. Chat. The polls are open. Come on, we're doing centrist reformist democracy with Cerulean characteristics, which is when the president is CHG and he has voices in his head that vote, and you are the voices in my head. Oh my gosh, this is a tight one. It's 50-50 right now. And I still won 3 purple hearts. Come on, vote. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes to vote. But every vote counts. Let's see. Straw poll problems. What were you having to... Or is anybody not able to get into the vote? Conscript Tusk, put him in hell, hold garrison in Bergia. Yeah, I'm talking about vote in the actual poll. Don't vote in the chat. Go to the poll and vote. You gotta follow the link I put in the chat. I'll put it in again. You guys got about another minute to vote. Let's see here. Let's see. You're a pinko kami, I'm a great crusader. Yeah, I still want to read purple hearts. Yeah. Let's see here. Doon doon doo. Let's see, Burgundian system Tusk. There is no hope under Tusk's fat ass. Yeah. All right, so the poll is going to be closed. And the winner, this was a very tight one, with 56% is initiate privatization. Will do. That should be it for now. I will get to work and report back later. This has been a productive day. I will be returning to Wholesword. Thank you for your time. Yeah, Lucian didn't really have to come along, did he? We dispersed after spending nearly the entire day together. I took a moment simply to breathe the fresh evening air of Laren. I felt calmer here somehow, but I have to return to the chaos of Wholesword soon enough. Weird how Kiara is totally okay with this. Well, we already discussed it before, but I think she also understands, like, you know, these people are professionals. They understand, like, we're still in freaking debt. We've been in debt. I've said we're going to initiate privatization. I'm sure if I had said let's go full privatization, she would have had an issue with it. Okay, country overview, welfare, education privatization. Alright, the system has become privatized, leading to an education gap between the rich and poor in education. But we're also modernizing techniques. The influence of traditional teaching has been curbed. Alright. Wait. We have something up here. What's this? Something in Rumburg. Report from Rumburg. Queen Beatrice Livingston calls Swordland a threat to world peace. What? Excuse me? Queen Beatrice Livingston appeared on television to call Swordland not just a threat to peace in Eastern Maricopa, but a threat to peace in the entire world. She condemned the riots and police violence in Swordland, also expressing her worries about the direction Swordland is heading. She urged the Rumburgian army to secure the southern border, citing violent incidents in northern Swordland. Harumph. Good night, Gluzman. Take care. Who doesn't love Jib Jab, man? Everybody loves Jib Jab. Greater Wholesword is free of protests. We don't want more repression. Yeah, so the protests have been petering out, and it looks like they're finally over. One of the 5 most prestigious schools. Welcome the special visitors. Torrent Hill's delighted to have an opportunity to represent the fantastic job we're all doing. Yeah, you see, so it just says I visited, but I'm sure if I told him to take that portrait down, there would have been problems. Like, if we're going to have Colonel Sol's portrait taken down, we need to make that a national policy, not just have a little fit in one school. Assembly is talking prayer. The bill proposes to standardize the language of prayer to Swordish. Prayer language has been a controversial subject, as most religious ceremonies in the Bergia region, where most of the Bloodish population resides, conduct their prayers in Bloodish. Let's see here. The proposal has caused heated discussions between the Bloodish MPs and NFP, resulting in Manso Leek, leader of the independent MPs, leaving the assembly in protest. Okay. Kibner, Rain is making a mistake. What is your fucking oh no, this is Kibner. This is Casado. He blamed President Rain for not being open to discussion about proper reforms. I am not addressing security culture in the economy. He also criticized the PFJP leader. NFP cannot be part of this. Yeah, it's like, NFP cannot be part of this nonsensical collaboration anymore. It has been transformed into an anti-nationalist committee. He also explained his concerns over how PFJ supported Arcasian imperialism and only cared about profit at the expense of the Swordish people. Hold on a second. You know, Kazaro Kibner here, is it just me, or does he kind of look like, what's his name, Luke Evans, the actor? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, not addressing security, we funded law enforcement. Yeah, he's just talking shit. That's all he's doing. He's just... He's an outsider. He has to fling shit at the center, or else he's gonna lose his own votes. So anyway, let's go for notes. Let's see. Kazaro is fascist Luke Evans. All right. Administration announces education privatization. There's a mixed response. We will see what side is right. What's the radical got to say? Demonstrators have been arrested. Reports from mayors around the country came in today saying the protests are under control. Stability will return. Oh, well, that's why the protests are going away. Everybody's in prison. Let's see here. Yeah, you know, leaving a that's a great observation, Cyber. And from what I've seen, at least in American politics, that when you leave in protest, nobody really gave a shit about what you had to say anyway, and you just wanted to make a scene. One example that comes to mind was, I think it was in 2018 when they were doing the hearings to put Brett Kavanaugh on the U.S. Supreme Court, and there was this one senator, Cory Booker, who I hate because he's taken my he's taken Rosario Dawson from me. I can't believe that he would do this to me. So anyway, we're gonna work it out. Her and I, we're gonna work it out. That's not relevant. Anyway, so Cory Booker, he has this. It was this. I remember I was in university that day, and I put on my phone the hearings, and I just kind of had it on in the background while I was just doing other things in the library. So I'm just like not super paying attention, but I just remember there's this part where it's time for him to ask questions, and he has a little fit, and he goes, "This hearing is a disgrace," and blah 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 blah, and he goes like, "And I'm not going to be a part of it," and he gets up and he leaves. I went, oh, okay, wow, look at him. Then later on, they recessed for lunch, and then they came back from lunch, and he also came back when they came back for lunch. And I just remember thinking, man, you know, you're a U.S. senator, and you just threw a fit so you can go get lunch early. You just didn't want to get in line to get a sandwich. I guess you wanted to hit the cafeteria before the rush, but it was so he could make a scene. He came right back. Alright, anyway, Casaro looks like Primo de Rivera, the original leader of the Johns, the Franco party that ruled over Spain for 40 years. Let me take a look at him. I know who you're talking about. I don't know, because Zaro is skinnier. Oh, no, I'm looking at young pictures of Miguel. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a young Miguel, but he's just got the pencil mustache. Whereas Miguel Primos is a little thicker. No, I've updated it. I'm up to date, guys. Okay. Anyway, let's continue the game, shall we? What's going on here? Oh, it's finally time to start the reforms! Hold on. Negotiations at last. Okay. Everybody refresh the stream. Refresh the stream. I've changed the name of it. Hell yeah. Woo! So if we're going to do this, I'm going to need some more tea to deal with these people. So I will be back. I'll be like a minute or so while everybody's refreshing, okay? Alright. I'm back. This is 1.1. If it was 1.0, there would be a flag instead of an office in the portrait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't believe we're spitting on Seoul's constitution. What a shame. Yeah. Oh, okay, so anyway, before we go into these negotiations, it looks like we have a couple of reports to read. But kind of more importantly, what we have to remember is that Tusk has so many double chins that he looks like he's staring at you over a pile of pancakes when you're having a conversation with him. So. Alright. Now then, let's first read these reports real quick. The Ministry of Education has started work on education reform. I've also got a little bit of food here. I swear I'm eating all my meals in front of the PC these days when I stream. I probably should just change my when I stream and stuff. Details will be finalized over the coming months. Okay, other report. United Kontana has launched a second satellite with radio communications. This means that United Kontana's radio communications will be able to be transmitted through a satellite for the first time ever, a technology that no other country currently possesses. This makes sense. Remember, in the 50s, for a long time actually, even in the 60s, the USSR was kicking the US's ass when it came to space race stuff. So that seems to be going on pretty consistently. All right. Yeah, guys, we're not gonna get rid of the Member of Honor thing entirely. I think Well, or like, I think, didn't we go for a more extreme option, but I said that we'd probably just get negotiated down to letting him keep the title. Okay. Let's see here. Time to negotiate! I arrived at the Grand National Assembly, which was only a 5-minute drive away from the palace. Today, I had a private meeting with Gloria Torrey, one of the leading figures of the USB. Okay, again, to break character for a minute, this seems to be the actual Margaret Thatcher, okay? Her last name is Torrey, for fuck's sake. Is Sol still alive? Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah. Well, let me get a sip of water. And chew. Okay. All right. What's it? You could have made so every president gets a tile. What a shame he didn't. Sol is chilling on an island. He's close to the actual tower. Right. So, as I walked through the corridors of the Grand National Assembly, I was confronted by my memories of the historic building. Despite being a member of Assembly not long ago, it now felt like the distant past. I walked to the left of the Assembly, which currently acted as the quarters of the USP. Gloria's office was the first one inside. I knocked on the door and entered. Elected as speaker in protest against the reform. She was a critic of the presidency. She's charismatic and tough. Credited with majoring law. Today's elected speaker. I don't see anything that says that, like, her and I are friends. Exactly, Mad BC Eddie. You get it. Alright. So, here we go, I guess. I think we're about to get to it. Let's, Good morning, Mrs. Torrey. Okay, what voice do we want for Torrey? You know what, let me look up, I haven't seen that movie in ages. Let's look up a little bit of a scene of, the Iron Lady. Man, Meryl Streep's so good. Alright, hold on. Give me a second. Come on.
Secretary of State for Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Right Honourable Gentleman knows very well that we had no choice but to close the school.
All right.
No lighting in their classrooms. And I asked the Right Honourable Gentleman...
Okay, so really high, very, very, very posh, received pronunciations. Oh, all right. Okay. Good to see you here, Mr. Rain. It was a small, neatly organized... This is going to do a number on my throat. It was a small, neatly organized office. There were small figurines, photos, and plants around the office. It had a homey feel, unlike my own assembly office when I'd worked there. She's been there for a few years, you know, she got to really make it home. On her gesture, I took a seat. The chair was very uncomfortable. I love what you did with the office, she smiled. A woman's touch, they call it. Like men cannot have a sense of tidiness or style. Which might actually be true. Okay. Hold on. Anyway, let's keep this simple, Mr. Rain. We both know why we are here. You want me to give you my support. I don't see why the backbone of the USP would support your rushed reforms. Don't you realize they go directly against the wishes of the founder of this party and the state? This is the important stuff. Yeah, I know, Serge. I know. Yeah, I got it. Go, guys. Don't backseat too much. I got this. These reforms are not against anyone. It's all in the name of democracy. In the name of democracy? Because, like, okay, let's be clear here. You know, let's not actually say she is completely Thatcher. This is a different time. We got to remember that this was a kingdom not too long ago, our own country. We've gone through a lot of shit, and at the end of the day, even though she's a conservative in the lowercase conservative sense, she is still pro-democracy. Like, let's just look at her background. Let's review her background for those of you who weren't here for it. She graduated from the Wholesale State University and was made president of the student organization Republican Youth. She supported the Democratic Revolutionaries. She was also credited for organizing several major student rallies during the last year of the Swedish monarchy. So this is an old school Republican. She was trying to get she was fighting for the right for democratic reforms when there was still a king. She believes in democracy, okay? Let's remember that. So that's why that's the route I'm gonna go for. Okay, so she worked at a lobbying firm. She worked at a school of public speaking and debating. She became a member of the United Southern National Committee from Vestor. She rose quickly, elected to the National Assembly at 37, was a special advisor to the Minister of Interior. She was brought to the front bench as spokeswoman for Home Affairs, spokeswoman for Education in 44, elected as Speaker in 49 in protest against Alfonso's reformist agenda, first woman to hold the position, strong critic of Alfonso's presidency, famed for obstruction, charismatic politician, tough negotiator, has shifted the political landscape during the last decade. In 53, she was elected Speaker a second time. Yeah. Exactly. She survived 2 civil wars, this woman, and is believed in democracy the whole way. Let's not compare her too much to Margaret Thatcher, Milk Snatcher. Yeah. Alright, so, let's see here. We're here to backseat. We want the good old days back where we had a straw poll for every question and it took 3 hours to get through a conversation. Right. In the name of democracy, you'd like the USP to disintegrate, wouldn't you, Mr. Rain? Even though you owe everything to Colonel Saul, I think you never liked him, nor the party he built. There is nothing personal about this, Mrs. Tory. Whatever you intend to do, you will be facing quite the opposition. That's all I could say. Let's see here. You must understand that these forms are a necessity. Let me explain. Yeah, we gotta win her over. We're gonna win her over. How? We need these reforms to fix our problems with the unrestricted power of the Supreme Court. The people of Swordland demanded change. The USP must give them what they want. We need the people's support. Or the USP is a party that knows how to react in changing times. We must lead the nation into the future. There is something to be said about each of these. I like number 1 because she's the head of the assembly. So as the head of the assembly, if the Supreme Court gets weaker and she gets stronger, she's going to like that. The people of Swordland demand change. You know, we could appeal to party loyalty. She's always been a member of the party. You know what? We gotta make it. You see, I think I've talked about this before. We gotta appeal. We gotta make these people think it's their idea, that they're in control, even though these are my ideas. So we're gonna say the USP is a party that knows how to react in changing times. We must lead the nation into the future. It's like, this isn't reform. This is what we wanted all along. That's for the party to decide, not you. I seriously do not know if the Conservatives would be willing to support you at all. USP is almost fascist-like. I wouldn't go that far. No. Especially when you're trying to decrease the electoral threshold. You must know this will mean bringing the communists into the assembly. You probably have a deal with either them or maybe the PFJP. Friends seems to be positive about giving you support too. Friends is the leader of the opposition. Let's see. The decrease is important to democratize our elections. I have no deal with anyone. You're pointing fingers without even thinking. Oh, we're not going to say that. Or I can reconsider the decrease in the threshold. What do we want to do here? I can reconsider the decrease in the threshold. You see, here's the thing, Serge. I know that we said that the point of going for the 3% threshold was so that we could walk it back later. But here's the thing. I have discovered, since I made that decision a couple of live streams ago, that there is an achievement for managing to decrease the election threshold to 3%. And less than 1% of people have that achievement. And I'm the best around, and nothing's going to keep me down, so we're going to try to get this through. The decrease is important to democratize our elections. Let's see how, how married she is to this. Alright, so, I still have that other straw poll open. Let me close that in the other tab. I don't know how your acts can even be justified inside the USP. Decreasing the threshold to 3% is unacceptable. You will be bringing all the marginal parties into the assembly and reducing our majority. I cannot allow you to destroy our party. Either this point is removed entirely or there will be no discussion. Damn. She is pushing it. She is... Oh, man. If you accept her deal, you're accepting no changes to the threshold at all. Ah, crap. Well, I thought there would be a middle ground. Let's see, I am the Falklands and Tori is the Sea Slug missile. Let's try to drag the conversation out. Let's drag it out. Will that ensure your support? I don't know what to say before seeing a commitment from you, Mr. Rain. Excuse me? Who's the fucking president around here? Shit. Stay calm, stay calm. Crap, I should have said it's not her decision. You know, she could respect strength. You know, we have to be strong in return. She could, First, I need to know if I'll have your support. I don't like any of these choices. All I can promise is the Conservatives will definitely oppose you unless you remove that clause. I cannot promise that. All right, Mr. President, I'm sorry I won't be able to help you. I wish you luck gathering the signatures you need. She suddenly stood up. I must get back to work. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. President. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. She's trying to strong arm me. I'm gonna say, I am not finished. Please do not humiliate yourself further, Mr. President. Don't forget who you are talking to. I'd rather not reply to that. I left her room. Shit! Oh, man, I fucked that up. We're going to the last checkpoint. And you know what? If you have a problem with it, guess what? This is democracy with Conquering History Games characteristics. That's that. So, and with Conquering History Games characteristics, if you have a save file, sometimes you can use it. Fuck. She's busting my balls. And I'm not just saying that because she's a woman. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Let's keep it calm. Hello, Gloria. Good to see you, Mr. Rain. Without Conquering History Games, there would be no USP. Alright. How are you doing, Mrs. Tori? I'm fine, Mr. Rain. How are you? I'm very happy to see you, Mrs. Tori. It's been a while. Indeed, Mr. President, she smiled. So, how does the presidential chair compare to the one in the assembly? The chair is fine, but the work that comes with it is insane. Well, you knew about that, didn't you? Anyway, let's keep this simple, Mr. Rain. We both know why you're here. Okay. This is in the name of democracy. You'd like us to disintegrate. There's nothing personal about this. Whatever you intend to do, you'll be facing the opposition. I'm sure we can make a deal. I'm not so sure about that, especially when you're trying to decrease the electoral threshold. The decrease is important to democratize our elections. Okay, we're gonna be strong right back at her this time. It's not up to you, Mrs. Tori. My proposed threshold stands. Then we are at an impasse. Okay, she's doing the handshake. I'm not going anywhere until you give me the signatures. Gotta play hardball. Like, look, if I walk away, she's not gonna help me. So what if I push back? It's the same result, right? At least here, maybe we have a chance. Please do not humiliate yourself further, Mr. President. You will give me the signatures. I don't care if it's willingly or not. I'd rather not reply to that. Shit. Oh, man. No! No. Fuck's sake. It's just not possible with the 3% threshold. See, now I want to see if that's true. You can pass the 3% threshold through her if you don't push other stuff in the initial draft. See, now I'm just curious how this all works. I guess we're just not gonna be able to get that 3% through. Maybe there's a reason only 1% of people have managed to do it. You guys think I can pass the reform without her support? Oh, I don't think so. We need like 160 something, and if the party is split. How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. check the strength of the internal wings. Oh hell no, I'm not doing bribery. Okay, yeah, that's a good point though. Let's look at the factions. So we've got the old guard, yeah, legislatively. Okay, so 130 of the seats are our party, but the thing is, there's factions in the party. So how do we look at a better breakdown? That's what I need. Because, you know what? I'm just assuming I'm going to get Franz Richter. He's going to bitch and moan and complain, but he's going to... We're going to be able to get him. He's going to vote for the reforms because they only help him. He might try to, you know, play games with me, but it's not going to be an issue. But how do I look at a breakdown of, like, within the branch? Is there a way to do that? Join the USP. I don't know. Does anybody know where... Now I know how Argentina felt. Funny stuff. Organizations, political parties, I don't know. Yeah, there's the independent. The independents are going to go for it too. The independents seem to be mostly people who got elected because they couldn't run under the party name or they wouldn't make it. The Assembly, Kavlin, after the recession. Dang it, I need a hard number. 60 of them are conservatives. I feel like it would be more than that, but you can't check. It's impossible. Well, they need to put that in an update. I feel like this is the hardest part because I have no worries about the reformists and the PFJP. You know, I think we're just gonna have to concede it, and I'll have to get that achievement another time. That might have to be an achievement when, like, I'm going full communist or something, and then I get everybody else to vote with me. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to concede. Let's try... Yeah, it's in the name of democracy. There's nothing... Let's see here. I would never betray our party. I'm sure we can make a deal, or... I don't know. Let me explain. How? We need the people's support. I am aware that our popularity has been on the decline, but I blame it on this administration, Mr. Rain. Plus, these reforms are not about the people, are they? I seriously don't know if the Conservatives would be willing to support you at all. Man. Oh, boy, oh, boy. The decrease is... Let's see here. You're pointing fingers without even thinking. Yeah, she's saying I'm working with the communists. This is ridiculous. I don't know how your acts can be justified. Alright. Will that ensure your support? The fourth one. Wait, which was the fourth one? Sorry, guys, I'm going too fast. I'll remove the change to the threat. Or wait, we can get it to 8%. So I need to say that... Oh, I get what you guys are saying. Okay. I get it. So that way we meet in the middle instead of having to get rid of it entirely. Yeah, plus I think we discussed this before. 8% is when 8% is all that the minor parties actually need anyway. I might need to get an early dinner. I'm kind of hungry. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Okay, yeah, so hello. I love what you did with the office. We need to do this for democracy. There's nothing personal. I'm sure we can make a deal. I can reconsider the decrease. Oh, you will reconsider? Decreasing the threshold to 3% is unacceptable. You will be bringing all the marginal parties into the assembly and reducing our majority. I cannot allow you to destroy our party. Yeah, she's not gonna let me meet in the middle. Fuck, that is unfortunate. Change the reform. Or can I, will that ensure your support? Wait, what? First I need to know I'll have your support. Fine, I'll remove the change to the threshold. Shit. Shit, she boomed me, guys. She boomed me bad. That's a step in the right direction, but your changes to the Member of Honor laws are a major obstacle. We obviously can't condone any threats against Colonel Tarquin's soul. Okay, that's it. We're not conceding any more bullshit to her. You want to punish him for the aggressive policies he pursued in the past? Is that the intention here? You can't win this fight, Mr. President. Soul built this republic in the midst of blood and chaos. He deserves respect. Okay. I have no intention of putting Colonel Soul on trial. Then why are you taking away his title? Why strike against an old man who has fought all his life for our country? Okay, I could say the Member of Honor laws are unnecessary and undemocratic. This is not about Soul. We could say, how about you answer me this? Why did Soul grant himself absolute immunity and protection? What is he scared of? Or we could say, let's calm down. I'm here to listen to your concerns. We're going to say, the Member of Honor laws are unnecessary and undemocratic. This is not about Soul. Or do I want to say calm down? No, nobody ever got calmer when you told them to calm down. Soul is the only Member of Honor. This is automatically about him. Look, I promise that we won't touch him, but these ancient laws should be removed. Ancient? I don't know. Fine. Let's talk about your other points. See, there we go. I must say I like the changes regarding the appointment of ministers. That's one positive aspect. But moving on, I believe that you are taking away the immunity of the justices. A big mistake. Even though the assembly is elected by the people, it does not hold enough judicial insight and neutrality to impeach justices. The separation of powers shouldn't be damaged. This is something I cannot accept. I don't see anything democratic here, Mr. President. Can you? God, I'm fucking hungry. I only had a little thing to eat right now. I need to... Let's see here. Okay. No, we have to go after the judge's immunity so we can get rid of the old guard later. crazy ass hawker and his twin brother. I'm gonna say what I see is a bright future for Swordland. We need to be united. I continue to disagree. What are you thinking about? Are you ready to make changes to your proposal, or should we keep talking past each other? Mrs. Tory, please try to understand me. I cannot give concessions now. She raised an eyebrow and then took a look at the proposal on her table. You know what? I'm feeling extra generous today. Yeah, tell yourself, say whatever you gotta say, Gloria. Just get me there. I believe I can give you the help you require. She repositioned herself on the chair. I do have one condition. I want you to cancel that speech you were planning for your wife at the Benfey Festival. Excuse me? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Mayor Lesty is not only popular in Benfey, he is one of the most influential members of the USP's conservative wing. We wouldn't want to upset him, would we? What? Oh my gosh, she wants me to betray my wife. What does he have to do with anything? He's not the only person who would be upset, Mr. President. You know that. If you want conservative support, you cannot let the First Lady speak in Mr. Lester's stead. Wow. This isn't about her. It's about women's... I want to say I wouldn't let my wife down like that. You know, I kind of... I won't let my wife down like that, yeah. Tell me, why does she need to do this speech so badly? She wants to give Swordish women a voice. So do I, but this is not the way. I've spent nearly 2 decades in this assembly. I know how real change happens. The old conservative men who hold the power in this government will not listen to Mrs. Rain's speech and suddenly have a change of heart. Rather the opposite. They'll see a shrill, hectoring housewife who slept with the president for a spot on that stage and is now hopelessly out of her depth. You know what, she's probably right. I'm sure that this is only going to rally people against women's rights if my wife speaks, but I promised her that. So, too fucking bad. That's unfair. Monica's been campaigning for women's rights since I met her. I'm just telling you what others will think. Listen, I do believe the status of women could improve during your administration. Your education minister has been gathering ideas for a bill that appears quite promising. But you've got to have patience. Having Monica speak now will be detrimental for all of us. Just let Mayor Leste have his little moment in the spotlight. His time will be over soon enough. No, Monica will speak at the festival. Then we are at an impasse. What? Oh, you bitch! No, and I'm not saying that because she's a woman. I've been saying Tusk is a bitch too. What the fuck? I'm not going anywhere till you give me the signatures. Fuck. 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 I need to get some food. I'm a little hungry. I just... Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Woo! Oh man, oh man. Little intermission. Intermission, guys. I gotta cool off and get some food. Okay. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna try this again. God, I don't want to betray my wife. This is gonna be horrible. She's tough. She is tough. Okay. Hello. How are you doing? It's been a while. Chair's fine. Alright. In the name of democracy. I know I can make it up to her after, but shit. It was such a nice night. Ah, fuck. It's not personal. Forms of necessity. We need the people's support. Okay. The decrease is important to... Oh, I clicked the wrong fucking thing. Oh yeah, I'll remove the change. Alright. I have no intention of putting him on trial. Ugh. It's unnecessary, undemocratic, not about soul. I won't touch him. Okay, justice, immunity. We need to be united. I cannot give concessions now. So she feels generous. What do you mean you don't think she cares about the speech? She already booted us out of the office. Mrs. Tory, please, you're being unreasonable. I won't let my wife down like that. Let's see. She's my wife. If it's important to her, it's important to me. As important as the change you claim to be fighting for? She's been campaigning for women's rights. Fuck. Well, we're right back where we started. Fine, I'll tell Monica the speech is off. Trust me, it's for the best. Just don't forget, Mr. President, the Conservatives will be expecting a lot from you. I'll be expecting a lot from Conservatives as well. I hope there won't be any surprises, though, Mr. President. I assure you there's nothing you should be concerned about. I'll hold you to that promise. I just hope you won't continue Alfonso's destruction of the country with your economic policies. Of course, I can't guarantee that all the conservatives of the party will vote for your constitutional changes. I have serious reservations about privatizing healthcare or the sort of state corporation. The support of my faction can change. That will depend to some extent on your policies, but the signatures, at least, are as good as gathered. Let's just get the fuck out of here. We just got to get out of this conversation. Thank you. Before we finish, there's one thing I need to say. God damn. I am completely against your efforts to privatize our educational institutions. The state must be responsible for educating its citizens. Your reform will corrupt our education system and bring foreign influence. But we'll discuss that later. What I expect from you is not to peruse further privatization. If you start privatizing healthcare, state-owned corporations, I doubt I can help you. I can't promise anything. This is on circumstances. For the sake of your reforms, you better hope it doesn't. She stood up. I believe I've made myself clear. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. President. I hope you'll hold your promises. She extended her hand for the handshake. She sat back down, back to the duties. I'll be expecting your wings support, Mrs. Tory. Oh my god, that was awful. This is going to be a problem with Monica. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, we have to talk with the oligarchs. What the fuck do we need to talk with the oligarchs for? They're private citizens. There's an achievement for your family leaving you. Maybe we can get that. Oh my god. Let's never get that achievement. Oh, that was hell. Time to meet with Claudian. Okay. I plan to finally present a more fleshed out proposal. People are conversing. I knocked on his door and entered. Mr. President, welcome! The whole room was surrounded by bookshelves, packed with files and papers. It was a small office with books and dossiers lying on every corner. It felt claustrophobic. Are there a faction of the party? What? Oh. On his gesture, I took a seat. How's everything going, Mr. Calvin? It's been busy. The party has been working very hard, Mr. President. Thank you for asking. How's it going for you in the palace? Depends on our meeting today. Oh, I see. Then I'll try my best not to make it any worse for you, Mr. President. I wanted to express my gratitude for passing the Workers' Rights Act. It's one of my most comprehensive and successful political efforts. The workers' revolution will begin with small steps. Whoa, what? Okay. It was the right thing to do. Our workers were suffering for decades. Indeed, the people will credit your administration and the party for a positive change in their lives. The businesses will share the burden with the state, but it is a change they have to abide by. Albin smiled and knocked on wood. Anyway, sir, let's talk about the proposal. Thanks for coming here for my input, because there are some subjects where Gloria and I don't see eye to eye. I have to say that most of the progressives were already starting to warm up to you. Your attempt at changing the Constitution created quite a bit of excitement. One could dare say an excitement that hasn't been felt since the 30s. Yet there are some issues with the current status of the draft proposal, so we may need to contain our excitement a little longer. I suspect that Mrs. Tory had a lot of influence on this proposal, but I cannot support it in its current state. What's the problem, bro? Okay. What's the problem? I thought there could be some reform about the extensive decree powers. He stared directly into my eyes. Oh yeah, this is what we did to work the reformists over, right? Let's discuss it. We prefer, you know what, let me check my notes. Where's the thing? Dang it, I should have taken notes on what exactly it is that we did when the time was there. We prefer some kind of reform. The president currently holds too much power. I suggest limiting the power of the decrees with an enabling act. The assembly should have some control over a potentially rogue president. Oh, I remember this. And if you really care about further democratic reforms, we'll issue the enabling act. But we have to make sure the presidents can't work alone anymore. No. I don't trust the assembly to give me the power to enact major reforms, though. I thought you wanted to discuss a change. I don't think I want that. Let's see here. Let's think here. I don't think I want that. I see. He looked down at the proposal. There might still be a way for me to get behind this. This is not enough, Mr. President. We could take another look over the draft, or perhaps there is something you could offer me. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Is he wanting me to bribe him? Favors? What favors? What freaking favors? Let me think here. He's not bribing you, he's asking you to bribe him. Well, I don't want to bribe him either. I want him to say it. I want him to say out loud he wants a bribe. I'll offer you something else. I'm all ears. Shit. Oh, man. I thought this would be some other thing. Great, now I'm stuck where I have to give him something. How about a position in my cabinet? I think we could achieve a lot if we lead together. Well, if you promise me the position of vice president. I'm afraid I can't do that. That's a shame. I'm sorry to say there's nothing I can do for you, Mr. President. Good luck with uniting the party under your reforms, but I guess you'll be uniting the party against you like this, which is an achievement too, I guess. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. I'll be expecting the reformist support, Mr. Clavin. We'll see, Mr. President. You little bastard! What a little bitch. Reformist my ass. He just wants to be in the cabinet. He wants to be vice president. He wants to set himself up to be president in the future. Fuck this bitch. The reformists will vote with me. We don't need him. I saw Albin talking to his people in the distance. After a while, the preparations for the conference began, and I went back into the conference hall and prepared my notes for the speech I was going to make. It took time to get all the present members of the party inside the hall. Gloria Tori announced me from the stand. I walked up to the stand as everybody in the room started clapping. Let's see here. Brothers and sisters of United Swordland. Unity speech. So this is me talking to the entire party now, yeah? Everybody's saying unity speech, yeah. Brothers and sisters of United Swordland, I came here today to announce the agenda for the future of our country. I started my speech with the reasons to the changes to the Constitution. How are we going to do this? Our systems and institutions... The Supreme Court is blocking the future of Swordland. Since President Sol placed these judges, they believe that they are the sole protectors of the Constitution and real leaders of Swordland, even though they weren't even elected. We must be brave enough to break their power over us and bring the change Swordland has been so eagerly waiting for. I paused when some people started clapping, but it was short-lived. After taking a breath, I continued. Talk about democracy. I brought attention to democracy and why we must write a more democratic constitution. I explained how our proposal will fix the issues. The left side of the hall where Albin sat started applauding. Later I explained the contents of the new constitution and asked for their full support for the proposal. So we can ask for their votes, we can order them to vote yes, or we can threaten them to vote yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess we probably should just ask. Yeah. I'm just gonna ask for their votes. I asked for each and every member's vote to make a change together. The conservatives on the right side where Gloria sat stood up and started clapping loudly after I saw Gloria making a gesture with her hands. I saluted everyone in the room one last time and bid them farewell before leaving the stand. I walked outside the assembly and back into the palace. You know, there's an achievement for if you lose the constitutional reform vote by a single vote. Gloria's promised the conservative wing will support it. I have most likely failed to convince Albin and the reformist wing to support the package. Fuck them! Fuck Calvin. President meets the USP. Details were not made public. Balance of power in Eastern Mercopa. Alright, I thought we were going to immediately meet with the reformists. They'll support it. Look how happy they were when we gave the speech. Yeah, there you go. Still loading. What's going on here? But if we're not going to talk with Richter right now, I think we're going to stop it for the day. Are we going into chapter 3? I don't know. I don't think we're going into chapter 3 already. We've only been in chapter 2 for a little bit. Time flies when you throw democracy out the window. What is happening here? We're just loading forever. Might be bugged. Oh no. I don't want to hear that. Oh, there we go. Boy, that took its time. Alright, let's turn the page. And what's the news today? Anarchic state of conscription laws. Why do we need archaic conscription laws? We're in the modern age. Rain met with Smolak and Van Horten. Superpowers offer aid. Religious harmony bill. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I am Conquering History Games. We will see y'all tomorrow, I think. Yeah, for some Suzerain and also maybe some Hyrule Warriors. Freaking... Yeah, I'll see you guys around. We got a lot done. That Gloria thing was it was extremely difficult. And I'm really worried about passing these reforms. And thanks for those of you who donated through the Super Chat. Always appreciate it. It's what helps keep the channel going. You all have yourselves a wonderful day.